G'day guys, this is our Season 3 Bear Trap Joiner guide. So it's for my guild, so I'm not a professional, so there's going to be mistakes, but this is what we're going to be doing. So if you are a joiner coming in to do a bear trap rally, I want to dispel some of the myths and get you to understand what it is for you to try and optimize the amount of score that you're going to get. Now the first thing that we need to optimize is the amount of troops that you have. We want the maximum amount of troops for you to be joining these rallies. Now, when it comes to my guild, we have certain rally leaders who limit the troops, and they're going to be in the vicinity of 75,000, okay? So this bit of information I'm about to provide is not for the people when you're joining smaller rallies with troops with only 75,000. This is when you're allowed to join a rally with unlimited amount of troops, okay? So this is how to maximize it with that. Now, what we want to do is send the most amount of troops in the 5590 configuration. So we would want to have 5590 if possible, maximum amount to send for your particular rally. Now I want you to understand this when it comes to heroes, what's going on here. Now the heroes here at the top, okay, we've got some SSR heroes here, and we've got 51,000, okay, for each of these categories. All right, so you would think, oh, that's great, that's a lot of troops. Get rid of them and we've got less. All right, so if you're going to send a rally with no heroes in here, you're only going to be able to achieve a lower amount of attack troops there. Now, if I was to change this up, and I'm just going to get some blue heroes in here instead. Okay. What you'll notice is the amount of troops you can send is exactly the same. So nothing changes there. So it doesn't really matter if you send your blue heroes or if you send your SSR heroes. When it comes to the amount of troops that you can send, it's not based on that at all, okay? So it's whether you've got someone in this slot, and this slot, then you're going to get those numbers. If we start to remove them, we're going to start to remove the numbers here, okay? Until eventually we're sending rallies that have no heroes. So in order to maximize a rally where you are allowed infinite amount of troops to be sent, you need these slots to be filled with anything. Doesn't really matter what they are. Okay, and that will give you the most amount of troops that you can send to score. Now, this is slightly different in the first position, this position here. Now, when it comes to this first slot, we really want you to have someone that's going to have one of the abilities that helps the rally leader, because there's 4 skills that will be contributing to the rally leader, and we generally want them to be lethality. So I'm going to choose Amadeus. He's just one of them, but Amadeus, under his skills, in this top section, he has lethality, okay, 25%, great. He's okay for me to send to my rally, or we can go down, we can do the Chenko, okay, everyone's used to the Chenko. Again, the first spot for them is a lethality one, and the same for Yeonwoo, okay, Yeonwoo also has a lethality. So the idea obviously is that first position has to have the lethality. Not the second, not the third, it doesn't count here. So this hero has 2 factors. One, if you have an unlimited rally, it will give you more troops. If you're on a 75k deployment, okay, having extra people here isn't going to make any difference whatsoever. We only want you to send the Chenkos or the Yenwoos. All right. So that's what a 75,000 troop deployment will look like. It'll have some variant of the correct hero at the front here, and then the last 2 are empty. It makes no difference if you increase the amount of people that are in the second and third slot, because in this case the troops might go up, but then I've got to reduce them back down to my 75,000 anyway. So the other slots can remain empty. Of course, if you've run out of your Chenko because you've already got it in the main raid, and you've got no more lethality left, you can send 0. Makes no impact again, because the only thing that's happening here is that the troops will be down, but you'll still be able to achieve the 75,000. So don't worry if you don't have the Chenko or the lethality in the first spot. Now the gear itself means nothing as well. A lot of people think that the gear might matter, so we'll put this guy in the first slot. Okay, so we've got 42,000 here. We're going to have a look at him. Okay, he's got some red gear on there. All right, 42,000. Okay, so I replace him instead with someone else. We have a look at, that still says Eric. We have a look at the gear here, and we see he's got nothing. But no surprises, the actual troops is exactly the same, still 42,000. So it doesn't matter if there's gear on them, as I said before. All right, it doesn't affect your total numbers when you're going to be getting the total of the bear trap score. It's more about sending, if you can, a lethality hero to as many rallies as you possibly can, and then having the maximum amount of archers that you possibly can as well, and as many rallies as you can for the ones that are the biggest. So that's it. So I hope that helps understand what you're meant to do when it comes to sending rallies. The widgets, the gear, it's all irrelevant. Okay, it'll all be on the rally leader, not on you individually. So I hope that helps.